mama chicken fried, and cold beer on a Friday night, a pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio. Oh, oh, oh.
Yeah! Whee! What's happening? Happy Friday, everybody. Don't eat Tide Pods. Listen to the Fried Pod.
There you go.
Yes, heir to the horn, John Reap here, sitting with my old friend, my good buddy, known him for many, many years, Wes Pittman, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
And the crowd goes crazy. What's cracking? What's cracking?
Same old thing.
Yeah?
Same old thing. It's just another Tuesday. Is it Tuesday, Wednesday? Yeah,
I like how you say Tuesday. Tuesday, the day of choosing.
Spelled with a C-H-E-W. Tuesday.
I like to say Tuesday. I like to say Saturday.
Saturday.
No T in there. Saturday.
Saturday.
Monday.
And tomorrow's Wednesday.
Wednesday. W-I-N. We all win that day.
Wednesday.
It ain't hump day. It's we all victory. Wednesday. and then Thursday. I think everyone pronounces that the same.
Yeah, I can't really
Thursday.
do much with Thursday.
Friday. Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Wilson, North Carolina?
I have been to Wilson. It's got a T in it.
That's how they pronounce it.
It's like
for those of you who don't know, there's a place in North Carolina called Wilson. It's spelled Wilson, W-I-L-S-O-N. But if you go there, they pronounce it Wilson.
Yeah, wilt.
Yeah, there's you know how some words have silent letters? Mm-hmm. They have an invisible letter, and it's
exactly.
T. It's there. You just can't see it.
Right.
But you got to pronounce it.
And it's like the town that I live in.
Yeah.
Lincolnton. Lincolnton has a T in it.
Lincolnton.
But it's pronounced Lincoln. Lincoln.
Have you heard Lincolnton?
I've heard Lincolnton.
Yeah. Because my parents, the Reaps are from Lincolnton.
Yeah.
My dad's family.
People say, Wes, where you living now? Lincolnton? Oh, yeah, I've been down to Lincoln. L-I-N-K. Lincoln.
President Lincoln was one of my favorite presidents.
There you go. President Lincoln.
He's on the $5 bill. So we're also I've seen that. What's that for?
I thought he was dead, but he's got a commercial.
Dude, he's always popping up and stuff.
I don't know what I honestly do not know what it's promoting. I just know
it's probably all these commercials nowadays. You can't even tell what they're.
Nah.
They're just trying to be funny, so you'll keep watching and then you forget what the product is, which is not smart.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry we took a week off last week. I wasn't able to get to a podcast.
Somebody got sick.
I got the strep. I'm trying to stay away from Wes a little bit. I got the strep. Daddy got the stroke. Mama got the glaucoma. Brother got the kidney stones. I'm still recovering from my shoulder surgery. We're beat up. We'll be fine. Don't you worry about it.
Reaps have had a rough path. They've been on a rocky road here the past couple of months.
It's been holidays have not been very festive.
No.
We're not winning this Wednesday. Yeah. we're status quo's day. We're drinking Coors Lights.
Yep.
We are having a good time.
Mountains are blue.
We, like I said, I took off last week. Here, I apologize for that. I was in New Philadephia.
New Philadephia. Been there.
Well, you've been to New Philadelphia. No one's been to New Philadelphia.
Mike Dawson and I went through New Philadelphia on our way to Canton, Ohio, to the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
That's right. Canton, not far.
Right.
Yeah, about an hour, maybe 30 minutes or something.
Yeah.
So what? So you stopped in New Philadelphia?
I think we stopped in for a pee break and some
cigarettes and beer.
Cigarettes and beer, and I think we picked up a pack of chocolate donut holes. If I recall correctly.
New Philadelphia does have the best chocolate donut.
They
holes.
do.
A lot of people stop in there for that. I had not been there before. I did a show with Etta May.
No, bless you.
Is that you got? Okay, we got two dogs here.
One of the puppies.
Yeah, so if you hear random sneezing or barking, that's what's going on. We got two dogs. Also, we have an air freshener that likes to just throws scent. It's like it sneezes. It's like it sneezes air freshener on you. Like you forget it's there. It's like an ornament, like a tchotchke just hanging out, and it goes.
Yeah.
Just,
now, I think it's motion activated, even though my wife says it's not.
Yeah.
But every time I walk by, it sprays me on the side.
Has that thing scared the shit out of you before? Like, have you forgotten just middle of the night standing there?
Yeah, I've actually been saying, what in the hell was that? Get up and I walk around and look, and I don't see anything. I'm like, man, I can't live here if we got ghosts.
That would scare me and annoy me.
We've got two. There was another one over there on the.
That's what it was. There was one. I thought that maybe that's what I heard. Then I thought it was the dog sneezing. Maybe it was the
that was the dog sneezing.
Oh, okay.
I know the difference now. You learn the noises of your home.
Right. Okay, so New Philadelphia did a show there. T-Pack Performing Arts Center with Ed and May. It went great. It snowed while I was there, so I got trapped an extra day.
Nice.
Which is kind of good because I did get to watch the playoffs.
Oh, yeah. As long as you had the playoffs, snowed in with playoff games.
Yeah.
Can't beat that.
I mean, I had an excuse. I drove up there 6 hours. You know that. You've driven with Dawson.
Yep.
And so I got up there and with Ed and May. She's this comedian that's been around a while. She does like a character, like a female Larry the Cable Guy. Is the best way I can describe her. So you got me and her, and we did a show, probably for like 800 people, and in that town with the snow happening, not bad. But it happened on a Saturday night, and there were 2 games Saturday and 2 games Sunday. Perfect. So I was able to watch first game, which was the Chiefs beat
Chiefs and Colts.
Beat the Colts. Mm-hmm. So I watched that first game, and then I had to leave the hotel to go to do the stand up and the comedy, and they didn't have a TV there. So I'm like, oh man, you don't have a TV in the theater anywhere? We can't even watch some of this because the Cowboys were playing next.
Right.
Cowboys game started at 8:00. My show started at 7.
There was no TV.
No TV in there.
Come on, New Philadelphia.
Yeah. Come on. It's New Philadelphia.
No, I can understand if you're in Philadelphia, they're not going to play a Cowboys game, but New Philadelphia, come on, it's new and improved.
Thank you. You got to work on that.
My feet hitting the table.
It's all right. But I was like worried about that, And normally I'll do my show and I will go out and sell merchandise and do a meet and greet and everything. I timed this one perfect though. I said so Ed will do 30 minutes. I'll do an hour, and then I don't think I'm going to sell hats. I think I'll just go back to the hotel. It's snowing out. I've got to get back to the hotel. I don't want to get snowed in. So I used the snow as an excuse to get the hell out of there.
There you go.
And I was like, thank you. I did an hour. I was like, no Philadelphia rules. Thank you. And I walked off stage.
No joke. What was your crowd like?
Like 800 people.
Really?
Yeah, on a Saturday. Wow. It's a big theater. It's like a big performing arts center.
Wow. So
at Kent State. Kent State, has different schools, and that was one of them in New Philadelphia. Tuscaloosa, something like that. And so I said, thank you, good night. I walked off stage. I didn't have any. I was not selling merch. I had parked in the back, so I walked right out the door, grabbed my hat and my coat from the green room, got in the car, drove straight to the hotel. Actually, not straight to the hotel. There was like a steakhouse right next to the hotel, and I went straight there. Got in there. 2 minutes left in the second quarter, so I got to watch the whole half. I got to watch the whole game
from the steakhouse.
Yeah.
And what kind of steakhouses? Are we talking Western Steer?
Oh, God, you're killing me. No. It's a popular one that we have one here in Hickory. I forgot the name. Give me some of the names of the ones we got in Hickory.
Texas Roadhouse.
That's not
Longhorn.
I think it was a Longhorn.
Was it Longhorn?
Yeah.
I think that pretty much sums up our steakhouses.
What? We got a steer and a sizzling.
What was the one we had?
Newton's got a sizzling or steer.
Yeah, the Western Steer. Still open. Still packed.
We should go, man. We should go to that place.
I'll go if I don't have to go anywhere the next day.
Really?
Yeah, because that'll be a day on the toilet.
Look who just texted me.
Oh, Michael
Waltrip.
The Michael
yeah,
Waltrip?
yeah. I asked him to be on the TV show, which we'll talk about in a second.
So what was the?
Anyway, I got in the car, drove there, watched the second half. It was great. Next day, I was going to drive back 6 hours to Hickory. Still, road's not great. Still snowing. That's a 6-hour drive. I'm going to the mountains, not risking it. And I stayed in, watched football games. It was great. Now I'm back here. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Sounds like
I had to put an ending on that story.
Yeah. No, I was just curious. It's driving me crazy. I can't think of that steakhouse we had here in Hickory. Everybody used to go to the prom to eat before.
Charlay's.
Charlay's. That's where they rolled the beef out too, and you picked out what you want.
Dude, that's still there too, isn't it?
Is it?
I think so.
God,
Someone told me Charlay's is still in business.
Really?
It's in the same spot. All right, listen. We need to have a beef nut, like a meat nut.
We talked about Taco Tuesdays, and that never happened.
Well, one of us got busy. No, we both got. Listen, you got a band to worry about, and wives and lives, and bandmates, dogs.
I got a sick dog.
I got to hit the road half the time, and a sick dad. Yeah, and a sick me. But we're going to get around to these things. I've got a whole month off after I come back from Dallas. Shout out Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth, to be honest with you. I'll be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, January 17 through 19.
Fort Worth.
Hyenas Comedy Club. Anyway, when I come back from that, I'm here for a month straight.
All right, well, we're going to do it.
We got lots to do. We got Chewsday Choco Nut.
Taco Tuesdays. We'll go around to each. We'll hit each different.
Right. Every place that has. No, that's not. Well, we said it don't matter where it's at. It's us. We make it Taco Tuesday. So we go anywhere on a Tuesday and get their tacos, even if they're not having a deal or not.
No, in the hopes that people follow and that each of these places will call us. Hey, we would like to host your next Taco Tuesday.
They're like, hey, dude, we got tacos. How come you're not coming over here on Tuesdays?
You know you hungry.
Gonna eat a taco, so you won't be hungry. Gonna eat a taco, you won't be hungry.
That was a great song back in.
Gonna get some guacamole. Gonna get some guacamole. Wait, that's Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Yeah, that was,
singing. What's the song?
Meet me at the crossroads.
Yeah,
so you won't be alone.
Back in college days, we'd go over to Wes's place there in Appalachia, App State up there. Boom, A-frame. And we would have fun.
Yeah.
And then
somehow that song came up.
Somewhere it was like 3 a.m. We're listening to Bone Thugs and Harmony, and one of us started going, Bumba, gonna eat a taco, you won't be hungry. Gonna eat a taco, you won't be hungry. And they go, gotta get some guacamole, gotta get some guacamole. They should do that.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of work to do. We got Chewsday Choco Nuts.
Yep.
We've
Big
got
Beef Wednesdays.
Big Beef Wednesdays. Now we got to make funny videos to Bone Thugs and Harmony songs from the 90s.
We can. I guess. Do you know any other Bone Thugs and Harmony songs?
Honestly, that's the only one I know. Although, can I tell you, I did work with them briefly one time.
You did?
I did. And it took everything in me not to tell them that story.
Why did you not
come
share
on. You think that first of all, I'm a big nobody to these guys. Okay. Secondly, for me to go like, hey, we made fun of your song one time. They don't want to hear that. So
where did you work with these guys at?
It was up there.
Busy Bone. Was it Busy Bone? One of them was Busy Bone.
I don't remember their names. It was for Apple, like Apple Music.
Yeah.
They were putting out. It was my DVD/CD Metro Jethro was coming out, and I did a lot of publicity. So one of the things was for Apple. They did like a big showcase of all their not new artists, but new releases of things. And Bone Thugs and Harmony happened to have something coming out same time as me, and I got put on the same show with them, and it made no sense whatsoever. It was dumb. I mean, it was horrible for me because it was set up for music, and they said, "Well, whenever you're ready." I'm like, "No one's going to introduce me." I went at a bar. I'm like, I'm going to walk up there and just start, hey. And, there's like a mosh pit set up for like, and the crowd was like 50 feet away from me. I'm like, so I do comedy. I got a thing coming out. It was horrible. I hated it. As soon as I was done, I just drove back to the hotel and pretended it never happened.
Yeah.
But they were the next ones after me, and I wanted so bad to tell them.
Well, that's pretty cool that you got to meet those guys.
Yeah, that's kind of neat. So we got Western Steer to go to.
Yeah, Western Steer.
Big Beef. What are we going to call it? We're going to give it a name for this.
Right now, the working title, we'll call it Big Beef Wednesday.
Big Beef Wednesday. Okay.
Because everybody wins.
Now, here's the thing about, have we talked about this before? I mean, correct me or stop us if you've heard this before. We're also going live on Facebook, podcast people.
Yes.
So we're going live on Facebook. I love me some Western Steer. Like when I was a kid, that place was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
They came out with them silver trays with the baked potato with the little flag in it.
Yes.
Or the little popsicle stick that said medium or rare on your steak. And it came out sizzling. You know, I can't. I have nothing but great memories of that place. I can't imagine that it's still. Like, if there's one left, maybe it's great, or maybe it's shit.
We used to have one in Boone when I was up there, but Dave, Bryan, and I used to have our Western Steer Classic, is what we'd call it. We'd play NBA Live on the PlayStation, Best of 7 series, and we'd call it Western Steer Classic. Loser had to buy the other one, the buffet.
No kidding.
Yeah. So,
well, that's good.
So
well, maybe we'll do
Dave
that.
B.
Maybe we'll play some video games, then go up there.
There you go. I haven't played a video game in a while, so you may beat me.
I haven't played in forever. So, anyway, let's talk about Southern Startown.
Let's talk, yes.
Man, what a great show you guys put on. That place was packed. I went to go see these guys. By the way, this just in. If you ever hear or see of, did you hear that noise? What was that?
That was my phone telling me I have an email.
Like a breaking news alert.
Yeah.
And I went, this just in. Did you see how quick that happened?
You're so quick,
You
man.
glossed over it.
That's why you're the celebrity.
Yeah. Anyway, Southern Startown. Saw them live. If you ever get a chance to see them, you should do yourself a favor. Go see them. I saw them at the Southern Startown, and got to introduce you guys. That was
You did.
fun.
That was great. We really appreciate it.
Did you like your intro?
I loved it because we couldn't ask for anything better.
Well, I try to get everybody involved.
Yeah. Well, you put Hickory's Finest on there, introducing the hottest band in Startown.
Yeah. Oh, well, did you like what I said? When I say silver, you say bullet. Silver, bullet. They did it quick. They didn't even hesitate.
Yeah.
You know.
If I seen all the guys, they followed you up. I was thinking that you would introduce us and we would walk up as a band.
That's what I did.
And no, they were already up there tuning up while you were still up there. And I was hanging out in the back, adjusting my hat and making sure my guy liner looked good.
Oh, yeah. Got to get the
And
guy
I looked
line.
over and I was like, well, hell, all the guys are gone. And I looked up and they're up there tuning up and you're finishing up.
Let's start out. And you're like, oh, now?
But it worked. It worked.
Man, it was a blast. I really felt like it was a throwback in terms of my good time. Now, I'm not even talking about your performance. Your performance is always good.
Thank you.
But, is that me? Oh, crap.
That is
That's my alarm.
your alarm.
Yeah. Hang on, Facebook Live. I got to make sure this clock is off. I'll be right back. Anyway, we are, okay, I think it's off. I wonder if I just stopped the Facebook Live feed.
I don't know.
Oh, no, we're back, dude.
Know.
36 people, multitasking.
Oh, man.
These iPhones are something. But I'm just saying, like, in terms of me having a great time, I get to see a bunch of people I haven't seen in a while, people I've not seen ever in my life, and mixed with good music, and this place, the Silver Bullet, folks, you can bring your own liquor in there. It's called brown bagging.
Brown bagging.
Yeah,
It's unheard of this day and time, but they
not
still
many places
allow
still
it.
brown bag.
I seen Chris Powell walk in, and I was like, what you got in that bag? He's like, I'm bringing my own liquor. I was like, that's right. They let you brown bag here.
You forgot?
I didn't. Yeah, well, I had a lot on my mind, so
Yeah.
I didn't register that they brown.
I haven't heard the term brown bagging forever. I forgot all about that. It was a thing. And they go, yeah, it's still brown bagging over here, buddy. I mean, Silver Bullet's great. They got the bar stools are saddles.
Saddles.
And they've redone the inside of it. It's kind of nice now. It's nicer than it once was when we were growing up.
Oh yeah, when we were growing up, you could smoke cigarettes in there, and it was. I mean, it was thick.
Yeah.
You just threw your clothes away when you got out of there. You didn't even bring them in the house.
Yeah. It was bad, but now it's gotten a little better. You guys destroyed. Did you have a good time, Wes?
Man, I had a great. That was the best show in our 4 years.
Really?
As far
What made
as
it your
quality,
best?
I don't know about quality, but I know as far as entertainment value for us, because
Yeah.
I mean, we don't do it for the money. We just do it because we love music, and it's our midlife crisis, and we just had a ball. I mean, to look out there and see 300, and I think they said 347.
I
was
believe
the final count, and I tried to go to the bathroom one time, 25 minutes
Wait.
just to get there. I mean,
Oh, Jesus.
as Jerry said,
Because everyone's stopping you to talk to you.
Yeah,
and
Jerry's like,
grabbing
I haven't hugged that many people since the last funeral I went to. I mean, you could not. Yeah, and that's
Everyone was in a
great.
great mood.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of times places like that, there's always one character who's like a mean drunk who is ready to fight. I don't think I ran into one person who
the only
was
one
not
that
having
even looked remotely dangerous was the one you had shared your wolf story.
Oh, I had to take a picture of that guy.
Yeah.
Do you know that guy?
I've never seen him before.
Okay.
I'll never forget him.
Well, when you see a guy like that, you got to take a picture.
Oh, yeah.
So, for those of you listening, I think his nickname is Bones because someone posted later, "Oh, Bones, old Bones, still around, Bones." I heard Bones a couple times, so I think that's his nickname.
You've got a doctor, this name Bone.
Yeah.
You've hung with Bone Thugs and Harmony, and you met a guy named Bones.
Oh man,
We've got a theme
look at
here
that. Yeah, and this whole time I've had a boner. I'm kidding. Sorry, folks, for the
I wish I
interference.
could get one.
There's pills for that. Okay, so anyway,
And by the
All right,
way,
so
if anyone hears that clicking noise,
yeah, can y'all
That-
hear that?
that is my
Plug the microphone down there.
What is that? That is our 19-year-old dog who has dementia.
Oh man,
I didn't know dogs could get dementia.
I guess.
And anyway, he gets up and walks around. He gets lost, so he walks in circles. And he's
Right. He doesn't even know we're here.
No, he's just walking by. Poor little thing.
He's got his tail tucked in between his legs.
Yeah,
he can't. He's probably blind. He's about to bump into.
Yeah, he's blind. He's
Yeah.
blind. His better days are well past him.
Yeah.
But
Poor fella.
anyway, I just wanted to put that out. That
In
clicking.
case you hear
noise.
that, what's that clicking noise?
That's not a technical
What's the dog's name?
difficulty. That is Cyrus.
Cyrus.
Yes, his name is Cyrus.
Did you know Cyrus was my son's name on Harold and Kumar Escape from Guantanamo Bay?
Yeah, we talked about this
Yeah,
on
crazy.
podcast 1
Yeah.
back in last time you came over and did this.
So let's go back to Bones.
Yep.
Let's go back to Silver Bullet. I want to paint a picture for the people listening to this. What we're talking about. All right. Let's think of. All right. Let's go to. I want you to picture that movie with Patrick Swayze, Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
Okay. Now I forgot the name of the bar. Was the name of the bar Roadhouse? The movie was it named after the bar he worked? Anyway,
I
picture
couldn't tell
that. Picture that bar. Okay, it's a little like that. Silver Bullet. It's a little like that. Okay, and I want you to picture. Okay, Patrick Swayze has a brother. He's probably like 3 brothers. This dude looks like he could have been an older brother of Patrick Swayze.
We're talking Bones.
But we're talking Bones. Yeah, yeah. And he's got a cowboy hat. All right, Double Deuce. Thank you, Chad Selimar. That's why you have people. The name of the bar was the Double Deuce
Double Deuce
on
that's
Texas
right.
Roadhouse. On the movie Roadhouse.
Oh, Chad Settlemire.
Thank you, Chad. So Double Deuce is a lot like the Silver Bullet. Okay, so we go there. Good times. We're talking about Bones now. Bones has a big cowboy hat on, and I want to say maybe 10 little pins on the cowboy hat of different states in the South, and each state has its own is its own Confederate flag. Okay, that's the front of the cowboy hat. Underneath the cowboy hat, the cowboy hat, we got a do-rag of a rebel flag. Okay. We have a vest on and on the vest, leather vest with some more pins on it. On the back, all rebel flag, one gigantic rebel flag. This guy's about 6'2", skinny, about 58.
58.
He is probably 58, although he looks 74. That's a Double Deuce Roadhouse
I believe you
Silver
could
Bullet
be,
lifestyle.
You could be right.
So I have no idea how it is, but he looks like a well-oiled catcher's mitt. Like he's leathery. Been through a lot, Bones.
A lot of miles on Bones.
Miles on Bones. And I don't know the guy. I just thought that's an interesting wardrobe. Mm-hmm. So I got him for a picture. Now, I happen to be wearing a T-shirt that had a wolf on it. Comedian friend of mine named Dusty Slay has a whole bit about wolves, wolf T-shirts. And so he made his own little wolf T-shirt, kind of making fun of him, but it still looks pretty cool. I thought, I'm going to have that. I got it. I'm wearing it around. I see this dude. I got to get a picture with him. He goes, I like a wolf T-shirt. I was like, oh, thanks, dude. You like my wolf T-shirt? He goes, yeah, I got a wolf. And he opens up the vest and he shows me his tattoo. And it's right there on the chest. And it's, I guess it's a wolf. Have you seen this tattoo? Have you went back and looked at the picture?
Yeah, I checked out the picture.
I mean,
it was
I didn't have the heart to tell him he had a raccoon with a black eye.
Well, the thing was, after he unbuttoned, he never buttoned back up. So
no, he didn't. He left it that way.
Him on the dance floor while we were playing. I looked down and I seen this guy. I saw the rebel flag do-rag hanging out the back of the hat, and then of course the vest. And I was like, well, check out this guy. And then he twirled around and damn, he had his shirt on.
Yeah, he's ready to roll, man.
Yeah.
I like
my kind of guy.
We got to get that guy on the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I want to hear some.
That will break some podcast records.
I want to hear some bone stories. And I know at one point, because here's what they did at the Silver Bullet. You guys played for a while, took an intermission. Mm-hmm. DJ plays some dance hits music, so everyone starts dancing.
Yeah.
So I'm out there on the dance floor dancing, got a drink in my hand. That's taboo. Can't have a drink on the dance floor.
No, that is against the rules.
And I know that, but I was in the mood where I do not care. So, and I'm a rebel. You know, speaking of rebel flags, I happen to be a rebel. So I'm like, I'm breaking rules. I'm dancing with a drink in my hand. I'm out there dancing, whatever. I'll get a tap on the shoulder. It's Bones going, can't have a drink out here. Like that. And
so Bones is a regular.
Yeah, Bones is a regular. So I just said, I said, you can't have that hat on. And I just turned around and started dancing. I guess he left. I think if you bombard someone with the same sort of thing that they give you back at them, but different, it kind of blows their mind. You know what I mean? Like if you were to tell me, John, I'm sorry, you can't have that drink in here. I'm like, you need to put that mic down, buddy. Like a demand matches the demand.
I got you.
Question follows a question. So anyway, something I like to do.
Cerebral. You're getting in their head.
Oh, up in their head.
Well, the thing is, you could not wear hats into the Silver Bullet.
Is that right?
Backstage where we were, there's a list of rules, and it says no earrings, no hats. And this was
earrings.
This was back whenever Wayne was alive and running it. I guess things have loosened up a little bit.
No earrings, no hats, no baggy pants.
No baggy pants.
No do-rags.
Nothing but Wranglers.
Yeah.
No, I love the Silver Bullet gets a bad rap, but I love it. It's
honestly
a fun place.
Me and Mark Hunt were both said the next day, like, I think I want to go back there.
Well, that's what he told me. He's like, I thought he was messing with me.
No.
He's like, man, I had a blast.
We had that much fun. It was like yesterday's.
Yeah.
All over again. Like the dancing part of it, where it's like, I mean, I don't know. Everyone's in a great mood.
Yeah.
We'll probably never. Now we're chasing the dragon. We'll never get that feeling again.
No.
We're going to go back many times.
You won't get that high again.
Bones will be in a bad mood and probably hit me.
Bones will be in a fist fight. If we're lucky to play there again, I'm sure that it won't be as
it'll be hard
tame.
to
It'll probably it'll end up like the Double Deuce.
Yeah, right.
And
you got to start practicing your katas with some pool cues. Did you know the place had a pool room?
Yes.
Yeah. I didn't know that till that night.
Mm-hmm. They used to have a ladies' night on Thursday night.
Oh yeah.
And I went through my first divorce, and I went to the gym for 3 months, got in shape, and I was like, where do I want to start this new life? Thursday night. The Silver Bullet. First time I've ever been. Went by myself.
What was ladies' night, but was it DJ? Was it a band? Or
It's been so long. That was back in 2002, so that was a long time ago.
Yeah. Someone just posted Friday night they're having midget wrestling.
Yes, I saw the picture in the it's on their Facebook page, but I saw the picture in the bathroom.
Yeah.
It's hanging up in front of the urinal. And I was like, midget wrestling.
I've never seen that before. If I were here, I would go to that. With you and Mark.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun.
It'd be interesting.
I told your brother, I said, man, I could take you in there and take you to the title.
Yeah, my brother's not a tall guy, so he could go there and pretend to be the manager.
Yeah, I could manage him. He can be the champion by the time.
One of you's got to have an oversized tennis racket, like Jimmy Cornette or whoever that guy was.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, so Bones was cool. I ran into Tim Sherrill, Tony Waters, Tracy Yoder. I know people listening have no idea who these people are, but it's good to see old school people you haven't seen in a long time.
It was literally like a Clash reunion.
Yeah, it was like a Clash reunion set to great music and
so many people
cheap
came out.
Booze that you brought yourself in the brown bag.
And that was the best part of it, just seeing all the people that just came out to support us.
Mm-hmm.
Because they didn't have to, it's a $10 cover charge, and and we've never played anywhere that's costs money to get in. So it's not like we're this national act, we're just a local band that likes the music and likes to play. And I was a little nervous about the money, but when we came out there and
Did they pay you?
Yeah, it was definitely a
Did they pay you right there though, or did they pay you later?
It was later after the show was over.
But the same day?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was fun. We really had a good time.
When's your next gig?
Right now, our plans are we've been talking to Love Valley. We played down there. You ever been to Love Valley?
Wait, is that the place that's like
It's in a western town.
Yeah,
outside of Statesville.
I don't think I have. If I have, it was real quick in and out, maybe with Sean Setzer and Andrew Killian.
No, Sean says there's never been to Love Valley.
Okay, then that ain't what I'm thinking of.
So we talked. They sent a text message and they're wanting to book us again. We played down there, and that was a great crowd.
Yeah,
that was. There was a certain spot you couldn't take a vehicle. You walk into the town, no firearms can be shot in town.
Okay,
and it's like a little old western town.
Nice.
That people. There's a campground. People go. Summertime's the big time.
Oh man, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, they had horses waiting on us when we got there.
Are you kidding me? Do people dress up too, like western
cowboys and cowgirls?
That would be fun. It'd be like what's that show on HBO? Westworld. Have you seen Westworld?
I watched it several episodes. I never could get into it.
Oh, I love it.
I think it's smarter than I am.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying. I'm saying it tries to outsmart itself sometimes, but I like the whole theory behind it.
Yeah,
where we're off in the future, and Disney or something like that has created a town that's an amusement park for adults,
right? Where
you can go be a Western cowboy, you can shoot robots and have sex with them.
Exactly.
I like if they just stay with that. That's 3 seasons.
I would pay to go to it.
Yeah, so you Love Valley's kind of like a real Westworld, except you can't shoot and have sex with robots.
You can't go down there and have sex with everybody and kill people. But Love Valley's cool. Well, I really hope we get to play there again because that was fun. That was a great crowd.
No, we did hang out once after that. We went over to John Beaver's house and watched the national championship game, Clemson and Alabama. Yeah. We were saying this before we went on the podcast, but we did sit on Facebook, but not for these people. Wes and I hung out at John Beaver's house, a buddy of ours, who I got to get on the podcast at some point. Watching the Clemson-Alabama game, no one, of course, thought that Clemson was going to win.
No.
Of course, everyone in that room was rooting for Clemson, only because we're tired of Alabama always winning. And honestly, I'm probably shooting myself in the foot here because I got a lot of fans in Alabama, but I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
I am real tired out. I'm real tired of it.
Honestly, I'm tired of seeing Clemson too. So, I want to see 2 new teams next year.
Yeah.
But somebody's got to step up.
It was fun making little bets during the game.
Yeah.
And then Keith Nestor, good buddy of ours, was there and brought his son. And he was the only cat. I think maybe somebody's here. I see lights coming up in the doorway.
Yeah.
Okay. His son was the only person rooting for Alabama, and it was fun giving him hell.
Yeah. I'm not sure how he became an Alabama fan, but as long as I've known him, he's got this huge dog, and its name's Bama. So he's named his dog after Alabama.
It's easy to like teams that win all the time. I mean, his whole life he's known them as winners.
Somebody at the door?
I don't know. I see lights coming through the door, dude.
I do too.
Is this place haunted?
Who knows?
Dude, I think your mist machine got up, grew legs, and walked outside with a flashlight. It's out there going.
Somebody just knocked on the door.
No.
Did you hear that?
No. I made a noise.
Hold my mic.
Hey, if you're getting up, go get me a beer. John Reap here in stereo. Oh. Wes is picking up the dog that has glaucoma, and I'm not touching that dog. There he is. Look at him. I don't want to give him strep throat and dementia. So we had a good time at Silver Bullet. Good time at the NCAA football championship. Go Tigers! I guess. I went to NC State. I'm always rooting for them, but they'll never make it to that game. Not in my lifetime. I say that so that they will make it. I'm kind of sad though. When I was in New Philadelphia and I went to Buffalo Wild Wings by myself, and I just posted on there like, "Hey, going to Buffalo Wild Wings. Got a snow day. I'm here in New Philadelphia by myself. Who wants to come hang out with me?" Lo and behold, some people didn't show up. And good Lord, with the alarm clock, I turned it off.
Who sets their alarm this late at night?
It reminds me to take my antibiotics.
I got one that reminds me to take my blood pressure.
There you go.
It's a flat line.
Yeah. So I was watching. My second favorite team is the Chargers. So
right. You mean you spent some time out there?
I watched them lose badly. That was sad.
That's another
Bama team right there.
That's another thing I'm sick of.
Yeah.
I mean, this is 8 straight years I've got to watch the New England Patriots in the AFC Championship.
We get it. You're good.
I'm just tired. I want to see something different.
I didn't think they'd win that much. I thought they would win. I was going to bet that I think the line was 3.5 or 4. I was going to say that New England wins in a field goal by 3 points. I didn't see it winning by 472 like they did. So poor Philip Rivers, again,
doesn't make it. The bridesmaid.
Always a bridesmaid. Go Chiefs, though. I'm hearing people say go Chiefs out there.
Yes, go Chiefs.
Yeah, Scott Meyer, BW3's treated me very well. Had a great time out there. Wait, what's BW3? Buffalo Wild Wings? Mm-hmm. What are the 3, though? BW3.
I don't know. I never understood that. Buffalo Wild Wings.
I don't get it. But, yeah, I love it. Actually, it's so funny. I was there, came back, and my email got a voicemail audition to record for Buffalo Wild Wings.
Really?
I'm like, are you kidding me? I was just there, and I recorded it when I got back. Probably won't get it, but I did it.
Think positive.
Knock on what is this, pewter?
That is copper.
Copper. Knock on copper. There we go.
I'll sell it to you.
How much you want for it? I'll take it off your hands for $1.
She get you told.
She get you told. We should tell the people about that story. Did she get you told?
Scott was down for the Silver Bullet, and he walked through here and just out of the blue, she get you told. And I started cracking up laughing, and of course Jennifer's over. She's like, "What's that mean?
What she get you told?"
I was like, I can't explain.
It's one of them you had to be there things,
right?
So I'll inform the listeners. We've been playing fantasy football for many years, and on draft day, sometimes we go to places. And one year we went up to the mountains. Got a big log cabin, just a bunch of dudes and log cabin and beers and fantasy football. Had a good time. Well, me and Scott had to go make a beer run. So we're in this town we'd never been to. It was kind of hard to find the grocery store, and now we're there, and we probably shouldn't have been driving, but we got some more alcohol. And
how else were you going to get there?
Good question. There was no other way there.
We don't want to do it.
No Ubers, no taxis.
No, they didn't have Uber back then.
Nothing. So we're like, we're going there. And so anyway, we're checking out with our beer, and Scott goes, let me ask this lady, just double check, make sure we know how to get back to that one road. And Scott's like, can you tell us how to get back to so-and-so street? And this lady goes, yeah, you do this, you take this, you go like that. And we're like, okay. And as we're about to leave, another older lady who had overheard that conversation, she goes, bye. And we went, oh, goodbye. And she goes, did she get you told? I'm like, what? Your directions. The lady you were asking, did she get you told? And I'm like, yes, she told us. And so me and Scott just got back in the car and looked at each other and said, did she get you told? It's just the way she said it and how it came out. It was just great. So
it was like a rally cry the rest of the weekend.
The rest of the weekend was, did you get you told?
That should be on our next shirt.
Did you get you told? That sounds like something like a Da Vinci Code. Yeah. Da Vinci Code Part 3, did you get you told? Sorry, I'm having a sip of Coors Light here. Anyway, what else was I going to talk about? Hickory Live.
Yes.
So I ran into old Tim Sherrill. Okay. Well, for those of you listening to this, not just Facebook people, doing a new TV show. One of the things that I wanted to do when I came back here, I want to do something here in this town, my own thing here. And so I'm doing a show with Alan Jackson. Not that one.
Oh, the Chattahoochee.
Yeah, wait, not that one. He's not that yonder down. This one doesn't. This one's not crazy about a Mercury. He likes them. But my Alan Jackson is a guy I went to high school with who also has a production company, and we partnered up, and we're going to do a show called Hickory Live. And so I ran into, originally I was going to have my dad part of the show, but then he had a stroke. Mm-hmm. So he threw a monkey wrench into that whole plan. So we had to retool it. And now I ran into Tim Sherrill. Tim Sherrill's going to be a part of the show. Tim Sherrill went to high school with him. I'm talking, if you were to type in, and I mean no offense to this, Tim Sherrill, if you're watching and listening to this, but he'll tell you, he'll be the first one to tell you he's redneck as redneck can get. That's 100% him. And he's like, he's going to be on the show as my announcer, and I'm going to have him sitting there in a recliner with a dip in, the spit cup, eating barbecue if he feels like it. We're going to have an Apple I computer next to him, the very first one.
Oh, nice.
And he's going to be the one looking up facts. He's going to be the fact checker.
Okay.
So during the show, I'm interviewing people, I'm talking and doing a bit or whatever. I go, I don't know, is that true? What year did that, Tim, what year did that movie come out? He's like, I go. So there's humor in that.
I like it already.
Right. So he agreed to be a part of it. So it's going to be like a scaled down Tonight Show, and we're shooting it for Comedy Central. Who knows if they're going to use it, but that's the idea. We're shooting it like it's a real TV show for Comedy Central, and it's going to be a scaled down Tonight Show. I'm the host. We're going to have an opening montage of all those little scenes from Hickory, the Baker's Mountain, a water tower, a baseball field, a NASCAR track, and
so we're all things Hickory.
All things Hickory. Hickory Live. I'm the host, John Reap. We have a bluegrass band that has a theme song called Hickory Live. I'll come out to that. I'll come out to Cloggers. You'll have Tim Sherrill going, and now here's your host of the show. What's it? John. I'll say my last name, Tim. John Reap. And so I'll come out and then do a monologue. And then I'll have a desk. I'll sit down at the desk and I'll chit-chat with Tim Sherrill here and there and the band. And then we'll have celebrity guests Skyping in. Brad Paisley might do it. Michael Waltrip, who just texted me, said he would. I think he said he'd do it. And other whatever celebrity we can get to Skype in. Mm-hmm. And then local things that Tony Waters, my old football coach from Pee Wee, Little League. I'm hoping to get him on the show. I want to get my first English teacher from middle school, Miss Sigmund. I want her to be on it. Not that Miss Sigmund. That's high school. Not the one that you made cry.
That's Miss Huffman.
Huffman.
You have to go back in the archives.
Right, yeah, go back in the I forgot what episode, but yeah, so I'm very excited. That's moving forward. I had a meeting with Alan Jackson today about that, and we're getting her done. We're getting it towed.
Well, man, I hope it takes off. It's going to be great. All things Hickory. I mean, it's going to be funny.
We're going to have sponsors. We might get the Bullet to be a sponsor.
Yeah,
and there's different levels of sponsorship. If you pay a certain amount, we will do. You can have the whole show. It'll be like Hickory Live sponsored by. And then you're going to be in the title. We'll have your products. We'll do everything. You'll just be the whole sponsor if you hit a certain amount. And it goes all the way down to there'll be a GoFundMe page. If you just want to chip in $5, you can. So once we get to a certain amount that pays for the shooting, there's cameras, there's people running the cameras, all that crap. Once that's done, good Lord, we will we'll get her towed. Yeah. Hickory Live, going to get you towed.
Sounds like a hit in the making.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it. I tell you, my feelings are hurt because originally you had asked me to write a song.
Yes, and I didn't hear back from you.
No, you never followed up.
Well, how many times do I got to follow up?
You
ask one time, I hear nothing.
How many? One time.
Well, yeah,
I've been going through a lot, John.
So have I. And I'll tell you this much: that ain't out of the will. That's still not out of the realm of possibility. Because if this gets picked up and we do more, I could see a segment just based on Southern Startown. No joke. Like we go to the Silver Bullet. It's like the musical clip at a Tonight Show. They always like and our musical guest.
Okay, my feelings aren't hurt.
At some point, when we get to a musical guest, of course you're going to be in it. Yeah. But the house band. That was all a package that came with Alan Jackson.
Gotcha.
Like he's already knows these guys. There's a guy named Moose. What was that? Who was that guy? We went to see in Hickory, a solo artist. He was like a bluegrassy country guy.
Just recently?
Yeah, not long ago.
Tyler Childers.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, that guy Moose was there that night.
Okay.
But he plays music. He's big into bluegrass, specifically bluegrass, which is what I wanted for Hickory Live. I wanted it to be more bluegrassy, not rock and roll or even country. I want bluegrass. So that was all one-stop shop, and he came with the package. Now, that's pilot one. If he gets picked up, we get you towed some Southern Startown.
We'll get you towed.
That's what I'm talking about.
Our first album. We're going to get you towed.
Oh, my God. That should be a T-shirt. I wish I could remember what she looked like, that lady.
I can picture her in my head. I didn't see her, but
What did she look like to you in your head?
Don't really want to name the town, in case we got any people.
Well, I don't think it was in North Carolina, though.
It was. Yeah,
Were we in Tennessee?
Yeah, it was border.
Right.
Yeah, it was
border town.
Yeah. I honestly, just the people I met. Of course, everybody you meet up there is great people.
Oh, 100%. Had a blast.
But it's mountain.
I'm not making fun. I really enjoy listening and hearing other accents. I enjoy that. I've got one.
I'm from the mountains.
You're from the mountains.
I mean, I'm from the beach, but my parents are.
Well, you're.
My dad's
Appalachian State right here. That's mountains. Don't get more mountain than that.
I spent 6 years to get that 4-year degree. Up at
you earned
State.
it.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I think I was about the same, buddy.
I spent 8 years to get the 4 year because I spent 2 years at 1 year at CVTI,
right,
which is CVCC.
That's right.
13th grade, as I call it, and then 1 year at Lenore-Ryan, and then I couldn't afford that.
You went to Lenore-Ryan
for 1 year.
I didn't know that.
It's a big secret.
Where did you go, Lenore-Ryan?
1990.
How did you get to Lenore-Ryan?
Exactly.
I didn't get to Lenore-Ryan.
Exactly.
I mean, how did you get Lenore-Ryan? First of all, it's expensive. And it ain't a community college.
That's why I transferred to App. I spent more money 1 year at Lenore-Ryan than I did at my next 6 years at App.
I believe it.
But you know what? It's paid off. No student loans.
That's good. Did you just pay it off?
No, I paid it off about 2 years ago.
Okay. I mean, it's expensive, folks. I know I have painted this picture of Hickory being a tiny little shit town, but it's like the 4th or 5th largest city in North Carolina.
Yeah. We're big.
I mean, think about it. Charlotte, number one. Mm-hmm. Raleigh, Winston-Salem.
Greensboro.
What's next?
Hickory.
Yeah. So, but I've always made it sound like
there.
tiny. Brookford.
Now Hickory's actually
And we have a major
city.
Lenore Ryan University. Look that up. Is a private school. What is that? It's a college, university, but it's not a community college, and it's not like it's not up there with. It's not like I don't know what like 1A or I don't know what division you count that as.
It is the Division II
football.
Yeah, they got a great football team.
Yeah,
a young football team that went all the way to the semifinals this year. So they're going to be.
In fact, I forgot to tell you this, buddy. Part of Hickory Live, one of the segments that I'm doing, which I filmed in Charlotte when the Saints played a Monday night game in Charlotte this past season. It's a tailgating sort of game show called Game Day Upgrade, and I shot that up there. Okay. And our contestants, 3 football players from App State, were the contestants.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And first round was trivia about the Panthers, so their history, and they didn't know shit.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of funny. I'm like, you guys play football. I was like, what year did the Panthers come into the NFL? Guy goes, 76.
76.
I go, how old do you think I am? So that was kind of weird. But
was it 96?
Yeah.
96.
It's off 20 years. So that would be a segment in the show. But yeah, LR, good school. And you went there for 1 year?
1 year.
Did you have to submit SAT scores and GPA average, or
I had to do
how did you get in for real?
I have no idea.
You don't remember?
I think it was a mistake, but I didn't bring it up.
Look, I went to community college for 2 years. I didn't just go to NC State. I had to sneak in the back door. It was a thing called the lifelong program, where anybody off the street could take 2 classes in a PE, and if you do well, they might let you in. So I didn't. My GPA was not good. My SAT scores were not good. They weren't just going to let me in. Right. So that's how I got in NC State. I couldn't imagine how I would have gotten an LR. Did they have a program like that? You don't remember.
We're talking 20-some years ago.
Lots of weed has been smoked since then. Not with him, just in general in the world.
As
soon as I said weed, that thing hissed at me.
It did. It's like, it needs to fire off some scent. Heard the word.
We'd be gone.
Yeah, LR. It's a.
So you're there 1 year.
1 year.
What'd you focus on?
That's when I was going to be an elementary school teacher.
Oh, okay.
I was going to. Met my advisor, and she was like, "Have you ever worked with children?" I was like, "No." She's like, "Well, don't you think you need to maybe do something like work with children over the summer?"
Yeah.
So I went to work for the YMCA as a camp counselor. And as soon as fall hit and that job was over, I went and changed my major.
Really?
Yeah.
That one thing at the YMCA did everything?
That's when I realized I didn't want to work with children. I didn't want children, so went and had 3 vasectomies that week. Make sure they get it all.
Right. Just chop the whole thing off, man. I only need 1 ball. That's
leave me a little bit.
Just a tip. Oh man!
So
was it that bad? What was your camp counselor? What did you have to do?
I just YMCA summer camp.
Yeah, I mean like organize games.
Yeah, I mean I had a class. Had to organize activities.
Do you remember what kind of activities? I mean, I
don't recall as far as the classroom portion of it, but I do recall always organizing a basketball game or kickball.
Yeah.
Or, it seemed like we played soccer. It's been a while.
Was there like one misfit that stands out in your brain to this day of why like this kid put me over the edge? I can't go back in there.
Yeah. That was one thing that really steered me in the direction.
Was the last name like Bowman or S?
No. It was it's been a long time ago. A kid accused me of hitting him.
Oh my God.
And I had to go in front of a panel, and the only people that were having my back were other kids.
Oh, well, that's
little children.
Yeah.
And so this kid was a troublemaker.
Yeah.
So anyway, I started thinking, I was like, God, I mean, this little kid could ruin my life.
Yes.
If something I didn't do.
And you haven't even started your life yet.
Right. I was like, I don't want to do this.
Oh.
I don't want to. In fact, I don't want any kids.
These guys can lie, and people kind of believe them.
I was like, all it takes is somebody's word.
What was
to ruin your reputation.
what was his argument that? Oh my God, this stupid clock! I have turned it off. I don't know how many times.
Yeah, you're snoozing it.
Well, maybe that's a sign. Let's. Well, what was this kid's argument? Like what? He hit him with a closed fist to the face.
Nah, he was a troubled kid.
Yeah.
You know, he was a troublemaker. He's always the one that was causing trouble, I guess.
Oh, that's
and
what
he. If I recall correctly, he wasn't participating in the games, and I made him sit out. And He got mad at me, and then next thing I know, I've hit him.
Oh, he just moved. He just jumped to that leap. He leaped to that.
Yeah, I mean,
'Cause he got mad at
As soon as
you.
we went back in, I was called to the
Oh, that
boss's
sounds
office and
Devious.
can't remember the kid's name. God, that's been 20 years ago. He's probably in prison now.
Hey, listen, I'd like to look this kid up, see where he's at. Get him on
Yeah, I'd
the
like to get my
podcast.
hands on him. Say, hey, man, you talk some shit
Hey,
about
man.
me.
Remember me, buddy?
Yeah, you remember me back in '92?
Yeah. Guess what? I am a teacher now.
You and me now, boy.
Activities, brother.
You grown up, I'm grown up. Let's just throw it out. You wanted me to hit you in '92?
Here you go.
Nah, but I would never condone violence.
No, of course not. Of course not.
But it just wasn't for me. You know, children just wasn't my thing. So that's when I decided I was going into journalism.
and then you went to App State.
Went to App
From
State.
LR to App State for J school.
Yeah.
And that's all she wrote.
Yep.
And then now that's history.
Got my banking degree and
Boom. Met Mike Dawson.
Met Mike Dawson.
Met Dave Bryant.
met Dave Bryan.
I had a good time up there
Had
at
a
App
great
State.
6 years.
Dude, I'm telling you, your times at App State mixed with my times in Raleigh, mixed with Charlotte times with Jason and Marty.
Yeah.
Good Lord, I'm surprised we're alive with the stuff we've done.
With our group of friends, and knock on wood, that we're all here for many, many more years. But as much of the things that we've done
Yeah.
and the fun we've had.
And one of them's watching right now, just chimed in, Michael Jason Hauser.
Hey, Mike Hauser.
He just showed up on the Facebook Live. That's a guy that used to get rowdy back in the day. Used to take his clothes off a lot, run around naked.
Remember that onesie?
Yeah, Michael had
wrestling onesie?
a singlet.
Singlet.
Yeah, and wore that to the beach. Walked down the Midway, totally just with that thing. I was like 8 sizes too small. Pretty sure he had a ball hanging out and a crazy hat and walking around just talking to girls. It's a singlet. Yeah, he just chimed in singlet.
We had
either I have it or you have it, Hauser. I forgot. I might still have that thing.
we had home ec together. That's
You and Mike?
that's how I met Mike. We had home ec together with Patty Shuford.
Oh yeah, what was that like?
Oh, that was one of my favorite classes of all time.
Was Mark Hunt in there too?
No, it was Mike Hauser, Trip Kivett.
He still has it.
I
Trip
think
Kivett, yeah.
George Buff was in there. It was a who's who
Of nobody cares.
of class clowns.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like all those guys you just mentioned are funny.
Yeah. There was I don't know, maybe Mike remembers who all
Well,
was
as soon as
in
you
there.
said George Buff, I started laughing.
I love George Buff,
I do too, man. George Buff's low key skater type person.
Yeah, man.
Good at art, good at drawing stuff. He would always fashion, like, you'd be so bored in class. He'd make ninja weapons out of paper and like paper clips and stuff like that.
He drove that sweet Chevette.
Yeah, it's sweet Chevette. They call it the Vet.
Sweet Chevette.
But I remember he'd make like a stupid sword out of a paperclip or something, and he'd go, "You want to see my new weapon, dude?" I'm like, "Yeah, George, what you got there?" And he'd pull it out and he'd go, "Ching," like he made the sound effect with it, but he wouldn't like try to sell the sound effect.
Yeah.
He would just say the word "ching" and go, I'm stabbing you, bro. You gonna need stitches, man. You okay?
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
He was George, you, and Andrew were the only folks I knew at Ford when I came to Ford.
Okay.
Because I worked at Georgia Harris Teeter.
Oh yeah.
So
Wonder what George.
it's a pretty good three
What's he
people
up to
know,
these days?
You know, to get started out.
I'd like to see him at the Silver Bullet.
I don't know, man. I'd love George Buff.
Shout out George Buff if you're out there and you're listening. Get in touch with us,
Yes.
buddy. We got nothing but fond memories and love for you.
Yeah. Join us
Know
for
that.
Taco Tuesdays. Big beef Wednesdays.
Yeah. Fajita Fridays.
The hits just keep coming.
Yeah, lots of food and fun coming up. Your future, George Buff. Well, listen, we got to wrap this one up. We're out here in an hour right now, man. I have a good time now.
The last one we did went like an hour and 20 minutes.
You want to keep going?
No, I mean it's your podcast.
Oh no,
I mean,
I'm fine.
You're the one the FCC is going to crawl all over.
I'm having a good time.
I'm having a great time.
Well, listen, why don't we do this? We're going to say goodbye to the Facebook people, but we're going to keep podding right here on the Fried Podcast. Okay, so we're saying goodbye to the Facebook people.
Bye, Facebook.
Hickory's like the 20th largest city in North Carolina.
The 20th?
He's wrong about that. There's no way that's true.
There's not 20 cities in North Carolina.
Thank you. Oh, bye, Mary Beth.
Yeah. Southern Startown. Check us out on Facebook.
That's right.
Look us on YouTube.
Boom. All right, so we're still talking right here on the pod. Now I don't feel pressure to look up there every minute now. You know, I can just sit here. Oh, that's a good start.
Like I just told the best joke.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, what's
Man,
that joke?
what did he say?
What did that big redneck say to make the comedian laugh?
I always liked that when I was a kid watching like Tonight Shows and SNL, you know, and they come back from a commercial, and the guy's like still talking, like Johnny Carson's still whispering, and they lean back, and the band's still playing. They're going, I always want to know what was that moment.
Well, you know, remember when we went to the beach that year, and we were up there, and we were like, man, we got to get some attention from some girls.
Yeah.
And we just started laughing really loud, and people were like,
yeah,
what's going on over there? Those guys are having a blast.
And it worked, didn't it?
It was like, all right, in 3 seconds, everybody laughed really loud. And you got 15 guys just cackling.
Right.
Yeah, that worked.
It did work because, and this is long enough ago that I can talk about it safely because this is before people were hooked up with other girls. Mm-hmm. Me and Marty Coulter got lucky.
Oh.
Yeah. And, going up against Marty's tough.
It is. Marty's the handsome one of the Southern Startown.
Yeah, it's ripped.
Yeah.
But we met these two girls from Kentucky that were hanging out there, and I stayed in touch with her for a little while. Really? Yeah. I think we stayed in their hotel room that night. It was great. We went not skinny dipping, but we went to the ocean at like midnight or something. Me, Marty, and these 2 or 3 other girls. Well, let's go in the ocean. And at that point, I don't know why, I'd never been to the ocean in the dark. Have you ever been to the ocean at like pitch dark, no moon, no light?
Hell, I walked on the beach in the dark, and I was like,
"You get in the water though?"
Nah, I've never gotten in the water.
Yeah, that's a whole nother experience.
Yeah.
So I remember meeting these girls. We were out there like just making out in the waves, and it was actually a great time. So yeah, it works.
Yeah. So there was Kentucky. I thought it was.
I know the one that I was making out with was
maybe it was. I remember
Kentucky.
one other time we were at the beach and Marty was talking with some cute little girl.
Oh yeah.
But it seems like she was from South Carolina.
Maybe that one could have been from South Carolina, but the one I
can't remember what the town was like.
Was it like Greenwood?
It wasn't Lancaster. I don't know. Marty would remember. We've made fun of it because we were passing the beer bong around.
Oh, okay.
And I remember her saying, "It's not a bong, guys. It's a funnel." Call it what it is.
Right. She got hung up on that semantics. Like, take it easy, lady. Drink the beer. But yeah, I remember exactly what you're talking about. Because it was maybe 6 or 7 of us. We were at, I want to say it was like an outdoor bar situation where everyone's drinking. There was either a band or a DJ, and we had like a table kind of up front to that, close to a door. Oh, my God. I'm going to turn this thing off once and for all. It was by a door, finally. And as people were coming in and out the door, we made it like a thing. Like someone would walk from inside the hotel out to the bar situation where we're all sitting, and as they walked out, we'd go, ah! Like we'd start cheering for them. It's total strangers.
Yeah.
And then we started. Andrew would get up and go and walk out and start doing like a catwalk thing, and we we'd hold up 10, like We turned we took over the whole area out there, and before you know it, we had a lot of new friends. It was great.
It works. So if you're listening out there and you can't get any attention in a bar, start laughing real loud. Because people will flock to
They'll
the
be
good
like,
time.
I want to be with those people.
Was this the same year we met Chris Farley?
Nah, it
Planet
may have
Hollywood?
been. It may have been.
That lie took on a life of its own. I came home and people were like, "Hey, I heard you met Chris Farley." I'm like,
Yeah.
"How the hell did you hear about that?"
Yeah.
And I mean, it took off.
Yeah, that was amazing.
This is what a lot of them went to play golf. And
Yeah.
y'all wanted to go to the bar.
Who was in on the lie? Were you in on it? Or
Yeah,
were you in on the lie, or were we?
No, you and me.
We told the lie to you.
Was it? No, I was with you.
Okay, so it was me, you,
Yeah.
and I think
Was it
my
Jason?
brother
Jason was with us.
and maybe one other person. There was only 4 of us that went to
Yeah.
like Planet Hollywood to
It was
eat.
Planet Hollywood.
And while the rest of them went and played golf because we didn't give a crap about golf.
Right.
We're like, we're not going to go play golf
and we
today.
decided we was going to teach them a lesson.
Right.
To go
You
play
think
stupid
you had a
golf.
good time
Yeah.
at your stupid golf game?
We met Chris Farley.
Yeah, at Planet Hollywood in Myrtle Beach. And we lied so good that they believed us.
It came home.
It came home. I didn't have the heart to tell them the truth.
Hell, for the longest time, I really felt like I met Chris Farley.
Yes. Over the years, I felt like we've created dude, it's one of them parallel universes. It's that thing you were talking about last
Mandela
podcast.
effect.
Mandela effect.
That's right.
Wes, we did meet Chris Farley.
think we did.
I think we made it happen. I think since we lied so good back in the day that we've created an alternate universe where we actually met Chris Farley.
We met Chris
and
Farley.
we had a blast. And do you remember the whole lie that we made up about Chris, what it was? No, we didn't just meet him. Because in the lie, we did other things with Chris Farley.
You were telling a joke, and he came up to us, and he's like, "Man, that's funny." You know, and he did his little Chris Farley thing.
Right.
That's all I remember.
And we danced and drank together.
Okay.
Something about that. I remember, because this is when I was talking about doing stand-up, and I hadn't done it yet. Or,
Yeah.
I was the funny guy or whatever, and I thought, like, we all love Chris Farley.
Right.
I said, let's make up this lie that we met Chris Farley, and he hung out with us. He saw me being goofy and dancing around and telling jokes, and he said, I want to party with these guys. And he came over, and he rubbed my head and said, get over here, and like, we made it believable.
Yeah. I mean, I believed it. I mean, there were times I'm like, "Oh, Chris Farley." Somebody be like, "Oh, he's funny." I'm like, "Yeah, man, I met."
No,
wait a minute.
Did I not? No, I didn't meet him.
No, I didn't meet Chris Farley. Did I meet Chris Farley?
That's
I
great.
think. No, that was a lie.
That's good. Oh, well,
that was fun.
too bad we didn't get a real chance to meet Chris. I was one of the
know.
funniest guys on the face
Yeah.
of the earth.
Little
Shout out,
If we were outside, we'd pour out a little bit for Chris.
a little CF drink
Yeah,
right here.
we'll just drink to him, to Chris.
Oh, he'd appreciate that.
Fat man in a little coat.
That guy in a little coat. Who's your favorite little rascal?
I sent you that Giphy the other day. Is that what it was? Giphy or about
It's
the
just a
decaf?
GIF. Yes.
Yeah, when
yes,
it's like,
yeah.
hey, did you know you're drinking decaf?
The way he goes, what? It's a fake Folgers commercial.
Yeah.
Where they like, we secretly replaced these people's regular coffee with decaf coffee, and look at the expression on their face. This used to be a real commercial back in the day.
Yeah.
And then the Chris Farley spoof was one of the best spoofs ever of any kind of spoof.
What? And then he just loses it and destroys the restaurant.
You son of a bitch. It just tears the restaurant apart. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, that guy was hilarious. He and Adam Sandler, man, they were just to me, that was the best Saturday Night Live duo.
It's one of the best. I agree. Everyone has their
my favorite.
their thing, their favorite, and I think you're right. Mine, I got 2 in a weird way, and they kind of overlap because Dana Carvey years were some of the best years ever, and then as he was coming out, that's when Adam Sandler and those other guys were kind of coming up.
Right.
So they kind of crossed over, but that's a good 8 to 10 years. Mid 90s.
Yep.
Some of the best ever. I don't even watch it that much
David
anymore.
Spade, I mean.
David Spade was
Put
great.
him in with Sandler and like
Bye-bye.
when they did the Gap Girls. Remember the Gap Girls?
Yeah. Whose French fries are these?
I thought you were on a diet.
Can I taste some for us, Becky? I'm starving.
Yeah, that was good, man. Speaking of Spade, I just watched Joe Dirt the other day. Shows you how bored I'm getting. I've seen Joe Dirt now at least
That's
20
a good
times.
movie. I've not. I don't. This is gonna sound weird. I've never seen the whole thing all the way through at one time. I've seen the whole thing, but not at the same time.
I love Joe Dirt. It's a funny movie. I tried to get Jennifer to watch it. She's like, it's just not funny to me.
It's
I'm like,
stupid.
how is it not funny to you? Who are you?
What is funny? What is she like? What's funny to her?
And Jennifer's got a good sense of humor. You know, we both find the same things funny, and
Except for Joe Dirt.
But there's just some things like Chappelle's show.
Yeah.
She hates it. She finds nothing humorous about it whatsoever.
Oh no,
I can watch.
That's not good.
I watched Dave Chappelle's stand up, the new one that came on Netflix a couple years ago.
Right.
And I laughed and laughed and laughed. She just sit over there and she's on her phone. She's like, I just don't get it. I don't see what's funny about it. And I'm like, that's
unfortunate.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate because
That's when things really started to unravel for us.
that's when I realized I picked the wrong person. No, I mean, come on, Dave Chappelle. I gotta talk to her about this. I'm upset. I'm disappointed right now.
I think if she would give it a chance.
If you come in with your guards, with your fist up, ready to hate it, you're gonna hate it. You just gotta come in and go like, all right, let me see.
You got to.
Now, he did two of them that came out around the same time, and one was not as good as the other.
Right.
So I hope she saw the better one.
This was the one
Where he's sitting down smoking a lot, or is it the one where he's actually on stage walking around?
It was the one on stage walking.
Okay, well that's the good. That's the one that she should have liked.
I mean, look, I think if she just keep an open mind and
Dave Chappelle's Comedy Central half hour, Killing Me Softly, came out in the 90s. It was taped in front of a live audience, obviously, in San Francisco, I want to say, where he is destroying. It put him on the map, that special. Where the whole audience, his storytelling, like, he's got a good way of telling stories. He's likable. He gets into his little characters he makes up, and you're hanging on every word. And he does a thing at the end, and it's great. And everyone loves it. I don't see how you couldn't like that. One of my all-time favorites.
Well, I mean, the thing about Dave, he makes fun of everybody, so you can't be sensitive. If you got thin skin, you can't go into it.
Right, he makes fun of everybody.
But I mean, if you like, I don't care. You know, I don't have thin skin.
I'm a body. You can make fun of my body.
Yeah, you can make fun of me all day long. I mean, I don't care who we make fun of. I mean, it's laughable. It's just
right
to get a laugh.
Thank you. Now, speaking of Dave Chappelle, who one of my favorite things that he did was R. Kelly, I'm going to pee on you.
Yes. Yeah.
Have you been watching the news?
Yeah.
The new R. Kelly stuff.
Yeah, I saw it.
Did you watch it? The whole Escaping R. Kelly?
No, I didn't see.
It's a whole series, dude.
Really?
It's like a 7-parter.
I'll have to check it out.
It's on the Lifetime channel of all channels. But I binged it. Yeah. It's I don't want to say good.
R. Kelly.
You got to watch it. Yeah.
I'll have to check it out.
Gives you the whole story, the history. It gives you the different girls, the victims, how he's gotten out of trouble, the artists that he's worked with, and all these people that are now like Lady Gaga's going like, I shouldn't have. I don't want them to play anything I've ever done with him. Yeah. So people are slowly starting to backtrack from R. Kelly.
Well, the Dave Chappelle thing was hilarious. I mean, I know don't condone anything done to any children or anything that was horrible happened to anybody, but the thing Dave done was
gonna
get some pee. Gonna get some poo.
I'm gonna pee on you.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna piss on you.
Yeah, that's why he's in trouble, because of that tape. He got in trouble for hooking up with some underage girl and had a video of it and peed on her. And then it got out there, and you remember that happening, right?
Yeah.
Well, in this series, they go over all that and how it happened, and they talk to one of the girls that knew the girls.
Now,
so you get to meet the girls that were the victims, and they tell you their side of the story.
This is a movie, or is it like a document?
It's a docu-series.
Docu-series. Okay.
So it's a 6-part. Each episode is about an hour long.
Okay, well, I'll have to check that out.
It walks you through that whole thing. And
I got to be honest, I made some sweet love to some R. Kelly back in the day.
I see nothing wrong with a little bump and
No, I didn't either.
Perfectly fine.
I mean, Get a girl over at the house and be like, give me 1 second, and go over and fill out the CD.
And all of a sudden, it's out of nowhere. Like, my mind is telling me no. What is that? My body. Yeah, I believe I can fly.
Yeah,
I mean,
that was on the Space Jam.
Space Jam. Michael Jordan was a big
Jordan.
friend. Yeah, the guy could sing, but you also learn his childhood. And there's one of the storytellers in this docuseries is his brother, and he's doing it from jail.
Oh,
okay. But the whole time you're like, well, how did he get in jail? So they're good at keeping you interested in other stories as well as that story.
I'm definitely going to check.
You got to, man.
Because
Escaping R. Kelly.
I love some R. Kelly growing up. I mean, that was just some good stuff.
Well, here's what's funny. He's in trouble again because this show's resurfaced, and they're trying to let's get him, in this Time's Up, Me Too world we're living in, and they're going after him now, and possibly rightly so. I don't know. He's not been proven guilty of anything, but who knows? But because of that, and he's in the news again, and it just happens all the time. People are playing his shit again, and he's making more money now than he did the last. Because Spotify's playing it. Yeah. People are going back and downloading it. He's getting hits.
Controversy.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah,
Creates.
like, oh, R. Kelly did that. Oh my God, what was that song? Oh yeah, let's look it up. And before you know it, he's getting paid again.
Man, controversy is the direction Southern Startown needs to go.
You guys need to come up with a fake sex tape.
Let's see.
A fake sex tape. Right? Just go fake one. Just get an old VHS. Go down to a thrift store. Get an old camcorder. We can make one, dude. It'll be great.
Yeah, we had our on our logo. We have the mud flap girl. It's just a silhouette.
Right.
The women won't wear it. They're like, that's a naked woman on there. And I was like, she's not naked.
No, it's a silhouette.
That is a drawing.
That is a beautiful.
Cartoon.
That's a statue.
So if you notice on the new one, I've actually taken the silhouette out of the badge, and I've interchanged. Now it's interchangeable. I put a weathered American flag in there.
Right.
The new one coming out, it's got the pentagram that Motley Crue used to use, the devil pentagram. I'm gonna use it in there. I told Marty, I said,
yeah, girls will love that.
I was like, if people want to think we're sleazy, we're going to show them sleazy.
Oh, yeah. The pentagram's going to have boobies on it.
No, we're not going to do the pentagram. We're pushing our luck. I tried to get our Christmas party named the Sinner's Ball, Christmas Sinner's Ball.
Uh-huh.
Nope. Jennifer shot it down. She's like, absolutely not. That's sacrilegious.
Oh, man.
I was like, how about...
you guys are fighting uphill battle.
Unholy Night? No way.
That's funny.
I was like, I think you're missing the point. We're a parody of ourselves.
We're trying to do a little pun here.
Yeah,
we're trying to have some pun.
I was like, we're characters. We're like wrestlers. We're characters.
Yeah, no. Let's go back to the sex tape. We got to fake this somehow.
Fake sex tape.
Yeah, we got to fake one.
Well, let me get
what
a job
can we do?
First.
No, it's not you though. It's it's got to be you. You're the lead singer. It's got to be you.
Well, I'm co-vocals.
Okay, then you and Marty.
Now
here's the deal. Me and you. Okay, you and Marty. Well, the sex tape is. You're not going to do it.
That's Marty texting right now saying, "I'm not doing a sex tape.
No, I'm out." Chris Farley was one thing, but sex tape, no. Okay. Well, that would be funny, dude.
Yeah.
I always see in my brain, I'm always like, if it's funny, it's worth it. But I forget people have normal jobs and lives.
Yeah.
It ain't worth it.
Yeah. I've actually had to go on my Facebook because I've been. Unfortunately, I got laid off back in last May, so I've been searching.
From where?
Staffing recruiting company I was working for
Apple?
in Charlotte.
Oh.
No, the Charlotte was just I'm sorry, Apple was just a contract that
okay,
ran out.
okay.
So I'm still searching. So I've actually had to go on my Facebook and delete things, and like every picture, it's of some kind of party, and I'm like, man, I've got to.
Man, thank God I'm not in the real world. I couldn't imagine having to go back and delete everything that I've posted. That would be embarrassing if I had to get a real job.
I've had to clean it up. I mean, there's nothing bad. I mean, it's not like I'm doing anything wrong. I mean, I'm just having a couple beers with some friends.
Right.
But it just looks like every picture that people are taking pictures of
over
friends.
time. Right.
And I was like, God, this guy's just a hellraiser. We can't have him working here.
Right, he's out of control, man.
What I'm going to start doing is putting you as my reference.
Okay.
So you'll start getting calls. I'm hoping that people will call you. It's like, is that the comedian, John?
You should.
I'm going to call them.
I'll vouch
We're going to
for
hire
you.
this guy. I love that comedian. Maybe he can get us. We're going to hire this guy.
I don't know if it'll help you,
It
but
couldn't hurt me.
I'm on your side. I will definitely say nice things.
We're talking
about
9 months of batting zero, so it couldn't hurt.
Dude, okay, you want to hear one? So when I was in L.A., my friend / assistant, this girl named Shannon Miller, like she was the one that would like get my mail when I'm gone, and she helped me through my divorce. Mm-hmm. She watered plants, just house sitted and all kinds of random chores and that kind of stuff. Well, she was in between jobs and down on her luck, and she goes, I'm going to, and I did pay her a very nominal fee as an assistant just because I did need this help,
Right.
So it was worth it to me. Not like a real assistant, like someone like a major celebrity would have. Mm-hmm. I was like, here, let's make it official, just so, for tax purposes, I can get a credit on this too, blah, blah, blah. It wasn't a lot of money. But she's like, oh, okay, I'm living in a house now that she's renting, but she wants to buy it. And she's made friends with the person she's renting it from, the owner. And she's like, told her like, oh, my boss is like a huge celebrity. I mean, he does this. Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm covered on him. Yeah. I can totally afford to buy the house. Mm. So she went and applied for a loan at a bank. And I had to come in there as her boss and go and vouch for her and sign papers on her behalf. Like I got her back.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And they give her the money.
There you go. You got some
So
power.
I could help.
Yes.
I will vouch for you.
You are my new reference.
I got you. What am I going to say?
You are my new reference.
Hard-working guy. He's funny. He knows Chris Farley. He's talented, loyal, honorable, all that jazz. Is that your phone or my phone? I keep hearing.
That was mine.
That's yours.
Off.
Okay. All right.
We're going on 2 hours, I believe, aren't we?
Yeah, I gotta get back to the house and take my my antibiotics, dude. My alarm's been off 800 times.
I understand.
I'm starting to feel the throat again.
Jennifer will be home in a little.
I don't want to get you sick.
8 or 8:30. I got to get back to the job search.
Yeah, get back here on LinkedIn, dude. Are you on LinkedIn?
I'm on everything. I'm with staffing agencies.
Monster.
All through the big city of Hickory.
Okay.
And everybody's like, you're overqualified.
What are you looking for?
Just accounting, banking, finance.
Dude.
I mean, it's somebody needs a finance guy.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's funny you even say that. Do you know Kimmy Hepler?
I know that name.
She went to high school with me.
Yeah.
She's older than me. It's like a year or two. She won Miss CBCC one year.
Oh,
the year I got there. Yeah. Well, she's in that world, in the accounting world. Maybe I should get you guys to talk. I put a call into her because I am looking for an accountant here in Hickory.
Yeah, I could be your accountant.
Dude, are you kidding me? Did this just happen? Is this possible? I didn't know that's the work you're looking for. I know that's what you used to do.
Well, I mean,
I didn't know that's what you're looking for.
I love accounting. I love numbers. How do you think the fantasy football league was so great for 20 years?
Yeah. Oh, speaking of
crunching those numbers,
I got to give you money, bud. How much do I owe you for the fantasy football? I forgot. I stopped at the ATM because I forgot. $122. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry about the 2.
No. Well, don't you worry about the 30 that I'm about to give you. Hang on. 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Bang. 22, 20. Boom. And here. Keep that 3.
A little something.
A little finder's fee.
Buy you a little something tomorrow. Get you a cup of coffee.
Get you told.
And a biscuit. Well, this was fun.
No,
man.
but for
we'll
real,
do it again.
We should talk about the accounting thing because I'm not joking about that.
Yeah, I mean, I can at this point I can use all the help I can get.
Well, I had an accountant, for many years out there, but I'm here now.
Yeah.
So I need a system here, because I don't like having a 3-hour time zone difference talking to people over there. And Shannon doesn't live this. I need someone here. Mm-hmm. So accountant and bookkeeper, or tax person. Yeah. It's a tall order though because I'm in a different state. I got the 1099s coming from all over the damn country.
So you're a challenge.
Yeah, I'm not easy. I don't just put it in QuickBooks and walk away.
Yeah,
I'm a pain in the ass.
You're the one I got to do jumping jacks before I get involved.
Yeah. So
drink a Monster.
Yeah. A couple of them things. How do we wrap this up, buddy?
I don't.
Anything you want to plug? Look for Wes on LinkedIn.
Yeah, look for Wes on LinkedIn and every job site and on the internet. Check out Southern Startown.
Yes.
I've just now figured out how to post to YouTube. I started as a YouTube channel.
Oh, okay. You guys need a social networking manager.
I know, man. I still can't figure out Instagram.
I need one myself. We should do that together.
I seen a.
I hire some kid who's good at that.
Yeah.
You know, give him
Instagram
something
is
like an internship.
very difficult.
The problem with it all is it keeps changing.
Yeah.
Like once I got it down pat and I walk away for 2 months, I come back, it's a whole new thing. I'm like, I just learned this shit.
Yeah. I saw somebody I knew in a bikini, and I thought, well, I'm gonna blow this up. I like to see what she looks like. I double tapped it, put a heart on it. I was like, son of a bitch. I was like, how? I saw quick on Google. I was like, how do you remove hearts from Instagram? It's like that.
Oh no.
You don't want
You don't want your wife finding about getting divorced.
Look and say, well, that dirty pervert, he's hearted my bikini picture.
And look at his logo. It's a mud flap of a silhouette of a woman. That's great. Well, I've had a blast, Wes.
Yes, I have too. We still need to do Southern Startown Part 2.
That's right.
We'll get the band.
I still want to do that.
one.
I still want to get Beaver involved at some point. But yes, Part 2 with Southern Startown.
Yeah.
Tuesday taco
nitty gritty.
nights. Beef Wednesdays. Big Beef Wednesday?
Big Beef Wednesdays.
Big Beef Wednesdays. BBW.
BBW.
Well, we love some BBW. Well, I've had a blast. Check out my tour dates. I'm all over the world. Not really. I'm taking some time off to be with Mom and Dad and work on Hickory Live. But I will be in Dallas, Texas. I'm sorry, Fort Worth, Texas this weekend. Come see me at Hyenas Comedy Club. Rafters will be shaking, biscuits will be baking. It's going to be fun. Come say hello. And check me out on johnreap.com, all your social medias. And for Wes Pittman, I am John Reap. Happy Friday, everybody.
And the radio up, I like to see sunrise. See the love in my woman's eyes, feel the touch of my precious child, and no mother's love